This video will show you how to create a bubble chart. Okay, so first of all, I'll show you the end product. Okay, this is what we're trying to create in this video. Okay, so going back to the data, the first thing we want to do is we want to highlight, um, okay, in this example here, the three columns of data. Okay, we've got number of products, sales, as well as percentage of market share. The next thing we want to do is to click on Insert tab, okay, and look for the bubble chart option, okay, in Excel. It's this one here. The two options, okay, to create the fancy um, bubble chart, okay, this is the one that you need to click on. Okay, it tells you to use it when you have a third value that can be used to determine the relative size of the bubble. And in our example here, okay, the relative size will be determined based on the percentage of market share. All right. Now the next thing we want to do is we want to move this chart, okay, to a new worksheet on its own. So to do so, we need to right click, okay, right click, present it with a number of options, okay, one of which says move chart. Okay, so we click on that, click on new sheet. Okay, I'll call this bubble and click on OK. So that's what we have. Now, under Chart Tools, okay, for the Design tab, number of options. Okay, so for the chart styles, what you can do, you can expand this to look for one that actually looks pretty nice. Okay, let's just go with a random one. In this case, I'll just go with this first option, okay, Style 1. Over here, we can change the colors. Okay, so I'll just pick this one here. And then the next thing is to look at the layout, number of different layouts. Okay, so in this case, I'll just go with the first layout, okay, layout 1. We've got our axis titles, okay, as well as this chart title. I'll rename this chart title, okay, just double click, and then I'll rename it to Industry Market Share Study. For the x-axis, I'll do exactly the same thing. Okay, double click on the axis. I'll rename this to be number of products. Okay, and on the vertical axis, I will rename this to sales in dollars. Okay. Now I don't really need this legend, so what I can do over here, the chart elements, okay, you can see how I can remove the legend. Okay, it will just disappear. The next thing is that I can also choose to may remove the axis if you wish, but I suggest that you keep the axis there. Okay. If you're interested in removing these major grid lines, what you can do, you can click on these major grid lines. Okay, you right click. Okay, you format grid lines. Okay, you can just double click on it. The lines here, just click on no line. Okay, and the major grid lines will just disappear. The other thing you can do in terms of formatting your chart is to make this text bigger. So I'll just click on the labels, the axis labels, and I'll just increase the font size. Similarly with the axis, labels. And the last thing is I don't want the vertical axis to start from negative 10,000, so I'll click on this, format axis. Over here the bounds, minimum negative 10,000, I'll change that to 0. Okay, that's what we have. Last thing I want to do, I want to increase the title, increase the font size to a larger font. You can also choose to add data labels, okay, which will give you the sales amount, okay, which is presented in the bubbles. So there we go. We have our bubble chart.